Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Old Bill Logan Terrible Bearded Mess channel. As I've said, it is outrageous right now. My work schedule is just almost unmanageable, so I haven't been able to come in here and do these things the way I wanted. I picked up 2 X-Men items. One is little fun. The other is really cool. Well, as I've been saying, it's been tough to come in here and do the reviews, and the next review that's coming up is this right here. Well, what I might do in order to start catching up and doing what I can do here for a while, because I was just informed this weekend, right before I left work, that my 60-hour-a-week work schedule is probably going to be for 2018. As in all of 2018. So I'm going to be working ridiculously. And until I can figure out how to manage my schedule around that so that I can actually get a couple of these videos done, I've been having an idea. For something like this, I am going to come in and just talk about the book and do that. But I'm thinking about, like, we're a little behind on our all-new Wolverine. So what I might start doing is coming in and talking about a story arc. So instead of just reviewing one book, I might come in and discuss what happened on the story arc and the main key elements that I would like to talk about for said story arc. Or I might keep doing these book reviews one by one. In fact, if you guys have some ideas of how I should handle this for a while, go ahead and let me know, because I could also turn this into a channel where we just talk about X-Men stuff, and maybe I'll just come up with topics and come in here every now and then and discuss what I feel the current landscape of X-Men is doing and things of that nature. So, now, on to the stuff. Now, if you've been on Keeping Up with the X-Men on our other stations, not stations, we have the Facebook that we do, and I also have the Twitter that I do, and I post pictures of little things that I pick up, such as I found these cool little bobblehead figures a while back that were in these like little grab boxes. You don't know what you get. It's like a little blue box, and of course you pay like $5, and if you don't get something you like, well, that's sad for you. Now, luckily, every single item in those grab boxes is something I like, because there's not many X-Men that I don't like. So I ended up with a little Beast, and I ended up with a little Storm, original Storm too, which is pretty cool. I ended up with a little Xavier Future Chair. If you don't understand the Future Chair joke, that comes down to Comics TAS, which, in order to put a little more content on this channel, the first episode 1 through 6, I think, and then episode 8 or something like that. I could be slightly wrong. One of the episodes is not important for this channel, but there's going to be about 7 or 8 of the Comics TAS episodes that deal with X-Men. And since I'm on that show and that all deals with X-Men the animated series, reviewing it one episode at a time, I'm going to bring it probably onto this channel and do some quick edits and whatnot to show you what we're joking about or what we're talking about, and post that here for some extra content as well. I also ended up with a little Wolverine. And then last night, I picked up 2 extra items. Now, these are the 2 new items I was talking about. The first one, I found another one of those blue boxes, and I think it's the last one I'm going to find without going online. I got little Colossus. He's so cool. The only thing I would have liked more is if I would have found the little 1970s Wolverine, because that's in there too. And that I would have been ecstatic about. Or if I could have got Colossus and that Wolverine, that would have been awesome. I didn't. Things are what they are. What are we going to do, right? Okay. Here's the big gun. X-Men loot. Awesome loot. Mega sweet loot. Check this out. This I found last night. Is that not awesome? The X-Men, the Marvel Legends line, for me it's the X-Men Legends line because that's what I buy the most of. This line has been awesome, and now they've decided to take the smaller regular toys that we've been getting, such as right over here. I keep a set of them. Here's my little 80s Cyclops here. He sits over here in my display with my Dark Phoenix and my Phoenix. And I've got like I kept the inside of an old box of toys and whatnot that looked like comic book, like a bunch of Dark Phoenix panels, and then I set that up and I made like my own display of like an action scene. If you guys haven't seen it, like I said, I post my pictures of my stuff like that on Twitter and whatnot. But this line has been really cool, and I've been buying all these toys because they look so good. And then they started releasing these giant guys. And I seen an Iron Man, I seen a Spider-Man. Not big on Iron Man. In fact, I kind of hate him. But the other one, the Spider-Man, I was really interested in. Didn't have the money when I seen it, but I was like, hey, I'll see it again, I'm sure. Then I seen a Captain America. Last night I came across an Incredible Hulk. And I was like, these are pretty cool because they're so big. They're like the biggest. They're cool. They're so freaking cool. They're so big and huge and awesome. And I have a Venom that's over here. I'm not going to go get it right now, but I do have a Venom also. And I might set it up somewhere in the office to where the Wolverine looks like he's fighting the Venom. But then last night, like I said, I went in to another store. I was kind of just random. I was looking for something to do, guys. I'm working 60-hour work week, and I was like, I don't want to just go home. Like I don't want to do that. So I'm going to random stores and just kind of window shopping and having fun and passing time because I knew that like I work third shift also, so it's kind of a pain. You work Friday night and you get off at 7 in the morning on Saturday, but you go in Sunday night, so it doesn't feel like you had a day off at all. So I was just anxious to go anywhere I could and do anything I could. When I walk in the store and this guy's sitting in the store and he's, dude, this is too awesome. He comes with 2 different hands, so he has the hands without claws, the hands with claws. He comes with 2 different shoulder pads with a bunch of damage, and then the normal ones. He comes with a hood that can hang off the back of his head. He's got without mask, and then he's got mask all torn up. He's freaking huge, as you can tell, so he's going to look really cool wherever I put him. He's the 1970s, 1990s variant costume, my favorite costume for Wolverine, the tiger stripe. Side of the box was looking pretty cool here. That was looking pretty cool. And the back of the box sold me on it 100%. That right there is awesome. I love the battle damage, angry, coming at you Wolverine. And see, they show you right here, you could have 1 claw without, 1 claw with. The feet, like he's highly posable. And this is awesome. Okay? I'm overly excited. I'm like a little kid that just got a new toy. And you know what? In a way, I am. Okay? I'm part of that line that you would call the kidults line. Like, when it comes to action figures and things of that nature, especially in terms of what I like. I like comic books. I like to have little things, little tangible things that show off my fandom. I love it. I don't care. My office, when everything is said and done, when this entire room is finally done, this whole thing, almost every single thing in this office will be something that relates to my fandom. Everything. And not just X-Men. There will be a lot of X-Men in here, I'm sure. But I like a lot of things, guys. I love Star Trek. I don't like the show Sailor Moon. That's hard to explain. I love the imagery. It's really weird. My wife, or rather my fiance, I'll be marrying soon, really loves Sailor Moon in terms of the anime and the books and everything like that. And I love that imagery. I don't know. I think they created something that's really, I like the fire and magic, lightning and ice and all this other crazy water and all the effects and everything that they get out of that anime. The imagery is amazing to me. I think they really created something there that's stunningly, visually stunning. But I like X-Men. Of course, I like comic books. I like Pokemon. There's some of them over there. I like Dragon Ball Z. You can see my Eternal Dragon over there. Ooh, like right there. And then all my Dragon Ball Z guys that I got from the Build-A-Figure line. And then there's my Frieza right over there. I got to like look at the screen because everything's kind of reversed for me. It won't be by the time I post the video because the screen will then have been reversed. But yeah, there he is. Like, and then I got, of course, look, guys, I call myself ReploidBill, Old Bill Logan. There's X. There's Zero right there. Of course, there's my Sailor Moon stuff. That's Robot from the Lost in Space remake. And I don't care that you guys and everybody thinks it's a bad movie. And for the most part, it's a bad movie, okay? It's one of those movies that I saw. It's action, it's sci-fi. I enjoy it for those features, and I don't really hate the movie. I think it's passable. In terms of Lost in Space, it's probably bad. But I loved Robot in that movie, and I found a remote control robot, so I bought him. And then right there, there's a Lego Wharf that's over there. Ooh, he's right there. And then I have a couple of the ships, like the Millennium Falcon, and there's Harley Quinn. I have stuff everywhere in here, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as I go, as I develop this room, as I change things. And recently, people that watch the Sentai Review, I recently picked up a power sword from the Power Rangers. So now that gives me the Dragon Dagger, the Saba, the Dragon Zord, the White Tiger Zord. I have the Gold Morpher. And I just got the Power Sword. So, yeah, like I have fandom surrounding me all the time. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm a part of that generation that grew up with toys and that never really lost the love for them. I'm not sitting around like playing toys. I'm not like, oh, Professor Xavier, future chair that. Like, I'm not, I guess I could, to be fair. I could probably waste time like that, but I don't. Like, all these things are pretty much models and reminders of what it was to have that carefree lifestyle, to be a kid, because we grow up and we work and we make our money and we do our responsibility things. And then we have, well, some of us, I mean, it's different for everybody. Everybody chooses different lifestyles. I had a kid. I'm currently taking care of my kid and things like that. So my lifestyle has kind of changed to revolve around that aspect. And I never gave up toys. I never did. They're all around me. They remind me of who I am, of where my fandom is, of what I enjoy and what I love and why I enjoy what I love. And it's just what it is. So you're always going to see that I'm always going to have toys and stuff to talk about. So when I pick up stuff like this, I will be coming in here. But let me know what you guys think, if I should just keep on with the book-by-book talk whenever I get the chance. What I'm going to try to start doing is producing one book talk per day. So I'm going to try to get off of work, and then before I lay down, so we're talking like I'll get here at about 7:30, somewhere in there. Not that this really matters for the time it's posted, but just to give you an idea of why this has been so hectic, I leave my house at 7:20, and then I don't get home till 7:30 or 7:40. And so that would be when I would record 1 or 2 book reviews. And then, of course, I'd go to sleep and repeat the process the next day and everything, to go to work and do yada, yada, yada. I'm not quitting the channel, guys. I realize that posting is not nearly what it was. I try to keep up what I can posting. I do things like the 20 image drop, where I try to post like 15 so images on Twitter and just a mass 20 drop on Facebook and things of that nature. I'm enjoying this. I'm not walking away from the channel. Fandom Night has rebooted. In terms of coming back from our hiatus, it seems like our team is back together. We're starting to work again. So things are on track, and that doesn't mean I'm leaving this behind. It means I have to find a way to manage this with everything else. So if anybody has any ideas of what they would like me to do, or so on and so forth, or if you just want me to keep going book to book and do what I can when I can, then that's what I'll do. Guys, this is awesome. And when I unbox him, I'll like turn him around and show him off a little better and everything. And hey, old Bill Logan, later on, bubs.